All right, so with a little bit of technical difficulty in the new studio tonight, it's time for Shop Talk. Couple minutes late, but you guys are piling in. We're happy to be here. Behind Rudy's Fairing with us, Mighty Quinn with us. Going to be a great show tonight. Coming to you from our brand new location here in Mitchell, South Dakota. It's time for Shop Talk. Jeff McKinney, hi from Youngsville, PA. We got everything set up. We got everything plugged in, but we'll see how it's going. 2.5 minutes till we go live with this one. Live-ish, kind of live, sort of live. We're going to give it a shot. Get ready for Shop Talk. You know, funny things happen whenever you move the studio 1,000 miles. And we're going to give this one a shot tonight. But I hope you guys stick with us through a couple little bumps and bruises. James Patience in the house with us tonight. Jeff McKinney, I was a little worried. We were too. Radar is here with us. Shop Talk, hell yeah. Zan Biker, you didn't miss anything at all. We got a great show tonight. One of the best friends of Shop Talk and Cycle Source Magazine and the vintage and antique motorcycle community, Mr. Tom Banks, is with us here tonight. Competition Distributing, Banks Brothers Motorcycles. He's got a lot to talk about. Rob Nussbaum in the house. So just a minute out. We're going to let this one wind out just a little bit because I'm kind of nervous. If you guys hear anything funny, make sure you tell us, because like I said, first show back, anything's liable to happen, but 34 seconds, that's close enough to get this one out of the station up on the tracks. Let's go live with this week's episode, a brand new studio coming to you live from Mitchell, South Dakota with Shop Talk. Let's go. Okay, scooter tramps and chopper jockeys all across the land. It is just after 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 8 o'clock here in Mitchell, South Dakota. That means it's time for another episode of Shop Talk, but a brand new day here in the Shop Talk studio. Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio coming to you live 50 floors above the street level, high atop Television Hill here on the Clockworks campus. I'm joined by my crew. We're going to start off with the lovely Heather in the house.
So it's 8 o'clock here. Does that mean we're technically early?
Well, no, we're not early. It's not early. And Mark is with us, but we're going to test Mark's audio with you guys because we were having a little bit of trouble.
I'm sort of with you. It's been a rough start.
So everybody out there, if you can hear Mark, tell us. If you can't, we're probably going to have to
I'm
work
just going to
on
make up whatever I want him to say. This could be awesome. This might be a dream come true.
That'd be terrible. It'd be terrible. I can't even imagine the words you'd put into his mouth. So listen,
it will be all nice things.
Jeff McKinney says, hi Heather, hi Mark. So
yay. All right.
Hearing everybody.
That's awesome.
Hey, look at that. Everyone else can hear Mark. I hear him fine. Thank God. Because what would we do? What would we do if Mark couldn't be heard?
I was just going to say all sorts of nice things that you would never say.
Well, that whole thing right there scares me. I was a little bit worried about you speaking for me.
So it would have all been very nice.
What's up?
Been like,
what's up back?
Your hair looks good.
What's up back in Pittsburgh?
Well, everybody would have known that it was alive. It was nice.
Yeah, you bastard! I know.
Oh.
What's going on here? We're pushing the bikes to the side and getting ready to cut the hot rod frame up in pieces.
I know.
The only thing I'm missing is Chris.
You gotta grind it in, right? You gotta grind it in.
You can FaceTime him.
Look, so many great people in tonight. Robin Hagebottom is here with us. Tiger Ward, Nick Hildebrittle, Steve Broyles. Turn him up a little. He's on a cell phone for tonight, Steve. You're just going to have to bide your time with us. We're doing the best we can. Rob Nussbaum, Mark's audio is low. Mark, get closer to your phone.
Mark,
the picture's going to be huge.
Yeah. Mark is very savvy when it comes to cars and body work. He's incredible. Computers.
Yeah. Here, wait. How's this? Go ahead, Mark. Try your audio again.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Is that helping?
That's a little better.
Oh my gosh.
Amelia's here tonight. Oh my God.
Holy, she never watches. Hi, Peanut.
Gary Jennings says it's hot here in Ontario. Josh Collins in with us. Hey guys, YouTube not working.
It is. It's just not the link.
Okay.
So just if you go to our YouTube page live, you'll find it there. It is working.
All right, man. So let's move on because we have enough of this shit working to do a proper show. Of the things that are going to change, some of the things we aren't going to change is like the way we start this by a bunch of bullshit. We talk about what we're doing. Mark's building hot rods. Loser. We built a brand new studio. Still the same shop talk.
But are we going to start it with
the news?
The news?
The Shop Talk World Report is brought to you by Law Tigers. Get the compensation you deserve and get back on the road with Law Tigers.
Oh my God, look, Mark is all of the pictures in the news tonight because the monitor got screwed up. That's great.
That's fantastic.
It's not awesome.
I could play dead.
Nope. Not awesome. I'm getting fired after this show, just so you guys know.
Oh, it's been a heck of a couple weeks, like honestly.
This is the first time I've ever moved, so all I have to do is... Okay, first up tonight, Dealer News 50 brings us the story that MVP is off to Milwaukee. Forget the Harley Homecoming. The big draw to Milwaukee for the metric market will be Parts Unlimited, Drag Specialties, and Parts Canada coming to town. Le Mans Corporation announces the brand new location for the date for the 2024 North America MVP Products Expo that will take place in the Motor Company's birthplace. The streets of downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin play host to the Power Sports Aftermarket September 7th, 8th, and 9th.
So... I think like the MVP is awesome. I got to go to one for the first time ever this year. However, I'm not sure it's going to bring quite as many people as Harley Homecoming.
Yeah, that's
might be a little on the slimmer side.
Remember, they write those press releases to impress the audience. Don't believe the hype. Well, but good time anyway. Let's not be too rough. Hey, from our own Cycle Source magazine news blog, we get the story that renowned artist Scott Jacobs captures Sturgis history on the cover of the 2024 Rally magazine this year. The history of the Sturgis Rally roars to life on the cover of the 2024 Sturgis Motorcycle Rally magazine in a painting by renowned artist Scott Jacobs. This year's cover artwork, a captivating painting titled Uphill Victory, marks the 14th time the Black Hills resident Jacobs has created an image that captures the spirit and history of the rally. His stuff is too good.
It's almost too
it's
real.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. How do you paint that good? It's bullshit.
Oh, it's crazy. So Jim Grady, the real question is, have you powder coated in her oven yet?
What?
Oh boy.
You put the triple tree in the freezer so he can press the new bearings on tomorrow. Let's hope the girlfriend doesn't look in the freezer for the next 24 hours. And my response is, but have you powder coated in the oven yet?
Nope. And don't put the motor back in the frame on the kitchen table.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Bad form. Next up in the news, coming in from MPN Motorcycle Power Sports News, Indian Motorcycle Veterans Charity Ride celebrates 10 years of motorcycle therapy. Indian Motorcycle announced its ongoing support and sponsorship of the Veterans Charity Ride, VCR, a veteran-led nonprofit organization that specializes in motorcycle therapy to aid combat wounded veterans healing from physical and mental trauma. Entering the 10th year of partnership, Indian Motorcycle and VCR commemorated the motorcycle therapy program with a Memorial Day reunion, welcoming returning VCR vets who have experienced the life-changing therapy to celebrate life and honor fallen U.S. soldiers. Good for them. Good program. We've covered that a bunch of times.
Amen. Poppy, why not what? Why not what? I want to know why not.
That's a loaded question when it comes to Poppy.
There's a whole lot of things I could tell you why not. But.
All right.
Questions you just don't ask Poppy.
Last but not least, MCN brings us the news that Alaman TT 24 Michael Dunlop claims historic 26 victory in Supersport opener. Michael Dunlop has qualified the all-time Isle of Man TT record after claiming his 26th victory in the opening Supersport race this year's event. Dunlop moves level with his uncle Joey, who has held the record for 24 years with his victory, which is also his 5th consecutive Supersport success. The win comes after Dunlop opted to ditch the Tramp that he used at the Northwest 200 at the beginning of the TT qualifying week for the Yamaha R6. 35 years old with that credit to his repertoire. Pretty awesome.
I'm shocked that not only did he win that many times, but like people go and do Isle of Man and die.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it's
thanks for
such a
putting it in
challenge.
that perspective.
No, but it just shows what a good rider and racer he is to have that many wins on a course that difficult. That's impressive as hell.
Yep.
Just saying.
And then everybody has an Uncle Joey.
Oh.
You know what Uncle Joey says.
Yeah. Goddamn Uncle Joey.
All right. Well, listen, it's great to be back. It looks like we have most of our stuff together. We're going to take real quick second here and talk about what I did over the last few days, because Mark loves it when I talk about myself.
Yes.
And I'm turning his screen off so he can't even bitch.
I have a question.
What?
Have you talked to him as much, more, or less since we moved?
He's seriously mad at me about how much I've been talking to him. He told me that it was bullshit. He had to actually look in his phone Rolodex to find my name. I wasn't just in the recently called and.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Look, he's blue.
That's bullshit.
He's blue
Yeah,
about
bullshit.
it.
Yeah.
He's blue.
First time in 40 years I had to actually go into my contacts to call Chris.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
What the hell? That's right. What the hell?
Right? That's exactly what I thought.
What?
So
I hate him.
this week I got to take a road trip with Brian Clock, and if you guys have never been anywhere out with this cat, he is a cartoon character. But there is nothing like going on a road trip with him, because I thought I packed a lot of shit into a little amount of time. We were gone. I don't even think we were gone for an entire 48 hours.
No, you were gone for not even 36.
And we went to 2 states, 6 locations, dropped off 2 motorcycles, picked up 4 other ones, an entire paint job and a half for 2 bikes. It was crazy, but here's a little recap of our road trip, me and Mr. Brian Clock. And just for the record, that old boy from A&A Cycles races that bike with all that nitrous.
and then we're gonna translate it later.
No,
Oh,
no, what
pick
you
it up.
Hey, if you do this and you play it backwards, it might make sense. Go ahead.
All right.
You're up.
Here's the bee that stung the bull that got that bull to bucking. Here's Adam who sucked Eve to got. Stop. Start over.
Play it backwards now.
Okay.
This is the interview, and I'm so nervous. Here's the. Okay.
Action.
Here's the bee. I got. No. Ready?
Action.
You didn't. You gotta.
Hey,
you gotta delete
mind
that.
you, this is our first shot. We just got
All right.
here. Woo! Yeah, way to go, cowboy. King of cool, buddy. You're the king of cool. Well, let's take a walk around. I think you need to see all this place, Chris. You need to understand all these machines and all this stuff. How long have you been making and playing around in this game?
Well, since that, it was the early 80s, about 83,
Yeah.
when we came up with that
Yeah.
bag for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
battery box bagger.
Yeah.
And that was 83. And the phone, when all those ads hit, the phone didn't quit ringing.
Yeah,
You know, I
people-
couldn't hire people fast enough.
That's so good. Serious.
We could make a label.
Okay. One of the.
Put that over there.
Oh wow. Check that out.
Put that on
So that's the scraps.
Well, and to think about, yeah, but to think about like how you sold bags all over the nation.
The
From
world.
a tiny little ad in the back of an Easy Rider.
Easy Rider. Yeah, we've shipped them everywhere. China, Japan, New Zealand, Australia. Pair went to South Africa once.
So many times now, people, there's a lot of makers and a lot of people selling stuff on Etsy and all this kind of stuff, right? But it was just a different, simpler platform. One simple little ad and a simple interaction with you to say, this is what I hope for, this is what I want. And think of how many people's dreams you've made happen just through rivets and leather, right?
Yeah, and you just give them that look. And I've been doing it
For a minute.
48 years.
I can't believe that.
But it's who I am. It's my identity. You know.
Yeah, but it's been a gift to the industry.
Just
It's
like
emotional
everybody's-
for me, Max, because you literally have created an heirloom out of this bike just by those bags.
Well, good. Thank you.
It's that big text picture. It's that effect. It's that.
That text picture is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But this will always be this cool. I mean, so this whole bike right now to me just represents art. It's just
It's only one in the world.
handmade. I love it. Thank
One
you.
in the world. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I don't have any problem with that. Yeah, I'm gonna go see Tom.
Okay.
And hang out there for a little bit.
Okay, so we got to talk about the fact that that was literally 36 hours on the road with Brian Clock, and we went to all of those places. We went to, it started out, he said to me, hey, you know, there's this thing that happens in Wisconsin, Broiler Fest. You should come with me for it. And I was like, you know, I don't really have time for an event right now. You know, we got all this stuff with the new studio and everything that's going on. And he came in the other morning and was just like, look, I'm getting ready to split, and you know, you gotta come with me. You gotta come. I'm gonna do these couple other things. You're really gonna want to see this. And then he set the hook by saying, we're gonna stop and see Rob Roll at Donnie Smith's shop.
Like, okay.
And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going. And just the crazy amount of stuff. But the last shot that you saw there was a gentleman by the name of Max from Iron Bags, and like makes the most incredible saddlebags. You know, like seriously, hand forming leather the old way. You know, makes these great bags. Has been doing it forever, 48 years. He said
That's a long time.
Yeah, and we got to sit there with him and go through all this stuff and talk about it. So that was pretty cool. But you know, hanging out with Rob Roll and looking at some of the new stuff he's working on for the Dennis Kirk bike. I
was just going to say, did you get to see the bike they're building for Dennis Kirk?
That bike that we went over the tanks and stuff, that was the Dennis Kirk build.
So good, so good. Radar, it's still in a box. She will make an appearance again. I have a lot of things still in a lot of boxes.
What's up, Mark?
Did you notice how clean those shops were?
Yeah, I did.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm going to have a clean shop from now on.
Oh, okay.
I am.
You know, I have to move 5 things just to sit next to the hot rod today.
So, you know, in South Dakota, the winters may as well hell have frozen over.
Carol Cole's in the house. Well, listen, but this was the cool thing, right? At the end of the trip, almost completely at the end, we got to hang out with Brian's friend Tom, and that was the crazy scene at the bar. Well, you would think that was a proper like commercial bar. That was Tom's house at Broiler Fest, right across the street from the main event, and like literally he just puts on a whole bar for everybody, and you can see they do a very good job at over serving people because. That outtake, I think that went on for 40 minutes. She tried to get that toast. Oh, it was brutal. It was brutal. And then by the time she got the whole thing out, it was so dirty I couldn't even put it all on here. The bee was bucking and Adam and Eve and all kind of other stuff.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay then.
Hey, so listen, man, you're watching Shop Talk through the courtesy of the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio here in our new location, 50 floors above street level. Mitchell, South Dakota, on the Clockworks campus in the new Cycle Source Magazine headquarters. And, man, it's pretty cool. Everything's working. I don't see any fires. Nothing's.
No, not yet.
You know, everybody can hear Mark. He's a little blue, but he's sad. He's sad because
he's so far away.
He's sad because he can't figure out the rear end of that hot rod he's working on right now.
No. I got it. I got it figured out. I just need to get the sawzall going so I can start cutting that thing in pieces.
Right on.
Kurt Peterson, how you doing, buddy?
So you may have heard or saw on social media, there was some news last week that Competition Distributing is launching a new TransAmerican motorcycle competition. And we were lucky enough to get our buddy Tom Banks, who's behind the initiative, to come on with us tonight. And we're going to go and talk to him right now. Let's go check out Tom.
Just Hanging Out in the Shop is brought to you by Spectro Oils. Made in the USA since 1966, the best oil on planet Earth.
Tom, Sean, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, man?
So big news this week. Like I got to tell you, when Heather turned to me and she said, "Did you read this?" And both of us stopped in our tracks and we were like, "Oh boy." So tell everybody right off the bat what it is that you're doing.
Well, you know, we're basically going to do a coast to coast, you know, endurance run with 100-year-old motorcycles. You know, we really felt like, you know, with having Competition Distributing, we wasn't sure the direction of some of the other events, and you know, we just felt like, you that it would be something that would go over pretty well. And we know the purists really want to do 100-year-old motorcycles and try to go coast to coast on them. So, that's kind of where we're at. Kelsey is going to be the director. Kelsey is Sean's wife. She's very squared away, very savvy with social media and such. And, she's going to handle most of the signups and all that kind of stuff. But, we're full blast going forward.
Well, let's start with this. I mean, you've been involved with the Cannonball and the Chase and, Sons of Speed. You're an advocate for everything old motorcycle. You have an incredible collection yourself. But I think from a level of participation, there are very few people who are as passionate about getting out there and doing stuff with old motorcycles as you are. So I understand where this is coming from, but this is a huge undertaking, and what spurs that on? Why are you going to take this on with everything that you have going on with competition distributing? Sean's career with his building and everything that's happening there, and everything that you've been doing with Sons of Speed. Why is this something that comes up for you now?
Well, I really feel strongly that number one, to be quite honest, I don't know that where the Cannonball stood. Generally, by this time, we would have sign-ups and the event would be announced and, we'd be going forward. Same thing with the Chase. I just don't know where that event stands. And obviously there's room for, different events in the antique motorcycle world. But to be quite honest with you, I didn't feel that the Cannonball was going to go forward. And, I felt that would be a major void for competition distributing. Sean and I brought that company east a few years back. We have a lot of major things going on at competition. And, I really felt strongly that this was the direction we wanted to go. And I do understand we have a ton on our plates. But I have a really great staff at competition, and we want to plow forward. And, there'll be some growing pains here to start, but it's who we are. And, we're gonna go forward with the TransAmerican, man.
That's incredible. So are there some cues that you're going to take from some of the antique endurance races that you've done, or are you really going a completely different direction?
No, we're most certainly going to, look at what we've done and look at some of those races in the past, including what's been done on the Cannonball. To be quite honest, I've always felt the Cannonball was a tremendous event. But the one thing is we felt that, to make it a real challenge, it has to be on 100-year-old motorcycles. So, that is going to be one of the bigger changes, and you're not going to have help out on the track. You never did in the past, but what's happened in the past is, other riders could help particular riders. Anyone along the road could help you. So we're kind of going to take that stuff away and, make it a real difficult endurance race in our mind.
That's great. So no chase no chase rigs, no mechanics, just you, the man on the machine.
In the pits at night, there'll be all that. But
okay.
On the course during the day, the 250 to 300 miles that, you're going to try to achieve, you're going to be out there. You're going to be out there on your own, man. You have to. If your bike breaks down, you need to fix it. If there's tools that you need to have, you need to carry them. If there's oil, you need to carry it. Extra gas, you need to carry it. So you have to do some serious planning and be smart about it.
Now, there's guys already sending messages in here. Nick Hildebrittle, how do we volunteer or help out with this event? Cabana Dan says that he's a mechanic looking for a crew.
Wink, wink.
So, where can people get more information? Like, are you going to have opportunities for volunteers? There's going to be, because I know just from doing the event myself and watching along, there's a lot of moving parts. There's going to be need for people out there, right?
I'm gonna let Sean go ahead and answer that. More of the actual technical stuff is going to be on Sean and Kelsey. So go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of announcements coming out next week. Our official signups are going to be next week. We obviously just launched this whole thing, last week, and we're getting all set up. Kelsey's building the website and stuff right now. But, we have a board on this race. So we actually have 5 very experienced previous riders of other events and that bring a ton of experience. So they're actually doing all of our rules for the event itself. And they're actually also the debate team. So if we have actually any issues during the race itself, they'll be able to vote on it as a board member and ask any kind of issues or anything like that on the course. So it's not just one person thing. It's a team effort, but we have all that stuff's coming out next week. Signups for the event itself. As Tom already said, the event's going to be 100-year only motorcycles. So anything 100 years old or older is eligible to sign up. And then, volunteers, obviously we're definitely going to be looking for people to help out, and, crews and stuff, that's all going to stay the same. Like Tom said earlier, we're still going to have pits. Just some rules during the day are going to change. In the overall event scheme, it's going to be, by the riders, for the riders kind of deal. So, we'll be updating people all the time.
So, cheapers, I
Is this
just lost
something
my
they're going to do
question.
annually?
Is this going to be something you're going to do annually?
Every 2 years.
Every
yeah.
2 years?
Oh, right on.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I had a great question, and as soon as I got a chance to talk, how
our,
are people?
Our website and stuff, like I said, so that'll all be launching here really soon. Obviously we're still working on a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, but we'll keep people posted very frequently. So
That's excellent. So now, will people just be able to sign up and automatically be accepted once they pay the fee, or how are you going to do? Because I saw that you're limiting it to 75 riders.
yeah, so initially, we're looking to get about 75 riders. Whether we have more or not, that's kind of later to be determined. But we're going to work off of a lottery system. So if we have like a massive influx of candidates or teams, because a lot of times this is a team event. You'll have one guy enter 5 or 6 different riders on different bikes, that kind of thing. So if it gets too crowded, we're going to have to do a lottery system, unfortunately, because we don't want to be taking 600 people across country at one time. It's a massive undertaking, as you guys all know. So we'll kind of cross that as we get to it. But right now, from what we can see from the initial response, it's actually kind of overwhelming. There's a ton of people that are interested, and we're really, getting pretty excited about this whole thing. So, again, there'll be more updates, and we'll kind of let people know as we go along and kind of figure it out for ourselves. So,
I mean, I know Chris and I aren't racers or wouldn't be able to participate in this just based on the age of
I'm a racer.
Wait, shush your mouth. I said wouldn't be able to participate in this based on the age of the motorcycle. But I do know that I know you haven't released the dates yet, but please don't make it be over smokeout. Please. I'm begging you right now. It can't be over smokeout, because I want to be able to be a part of this. I know a few years ago we were fortunate enough to go on the mini chase.
Yeah.
And that experience was incredible, but I just to be able to cover this event, especially in an inaugural event.
That was a tough word for you, Heather.
It was.
I don't even know if
at least I can say
word.
first annual. Just please don't call it first annual. Don't do that.
No, we won't do that.
Well, one of the things I want to ask about, somebody just put up in the questions, they said a comment that events like this are pretty cool for old bikes for the riders, but what are you guys going to do? Because I know another big part of this was when the old bikes would come into town, and there were little mini events at the stops and stuff. Do you have anything planned for that so far?
Yeah, so we're this particular event, we've mentioned my wife Kelsey a few times. This is kind of her strong suit, so she's going to kind of take hold on this. But we're going to really promote the riders themselves, because they're kind of like the overall the focal point of the run. So the riders and where we're going and where we're going to end the run at the day, that's going to be the focal point of this entire event. So, people are going to be aware of where we're stopping. The pits are going to be open, and you guys know just as well as I do that's where all the action's at.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even so much watching these guys go down the road during the day. That's kind of more for the riders themselves. But the pits at night, that's where all the action's at. Keeping these old things running, and just the drama of every day of trying to keep 100-year-old motorcycles on the road to make 300 miles a day. That's a challenge and an absolute endeavor in its own right. So, we'll definitely promote that. and the stops that we're going to make, everybody's going to know where we're at all times. It's not going to be any questions or anything like that. So.
I think that's outstanding because you give people, especially motorcycle enthusiasts, the chance to like look at see history up close and personal that they may never get to see. Like, so many people may never make it to the Harley Museum or the Black Hole Museum. But to show them that these bikes still run and ride and people keep up with them, I just think that's incredible to share that with the general public.
Yeah, and that's what we're all about. Competition distributing. Everything we do is 36 and older. So we just want to try to keep the sport alive, keep people interested in this old stuff, and, show people, this is where it all started from, performance bikes. Everything we have now is all rooted from what we're working with right here. So we just want to make sure we keep the history alive and keep people interested in it. I mean, that's really what it's all about. So
look at that face right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's my man.
That's determination right there.
So Tom, was that your first time back on a bike?
It was, I had gone down there last week and with Sean, and we was over with Matt over at Wheels Through Time. And I rode the Blue Ridge up there on my 37 on this bike that's actually behind me. And then I went back over and obviously I had to get back on the track. I couldn't go over there and not go back on the track. Especially I feel really good right now. I've come back a long way. I'm really blessed with the doctors and all my therapists and everything. But I feel pretty good, and I really didn't feel, I didn't feel uncomfortable. So I had a lot of fun.
I was going to ask how it felt to be back out there. Was there any trepidation, or was it like, yeah, I'm going to go out and kick this track's ass instead of it
having you met Tom?
To kick mine? Oh yeah, I have. I have.
I just have to be honest with you. So I'm out there with Billy, and Billy can ride. Okay, make no mistake about it. So when he cracked it on, like I wanted to go get him, right? But I'm not on my bike. I was on his bike, and all I could say was, "Oh, here you're gonna go. You're gonna wrap this guy's bike around, around the wall too. So just kick back and just enjoy the little 4 laps." But I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to go get him, and
I'm sure.
If it wasn't my bike, I may have tried to go get him.
That wouldn't surprise me one bit, because if there are 2 motorcycles and Tom is on one of them, they're racing.
It's a race.
Period. It doesn't matter if they're going to the corner store. It's a race.
No, it was Billy Lane and Steve Coe out there. Man, them guys are legends. I want to slay a giant.
So good. I was so happy. It brought so much joy to my heart when I saw you out on that track.
Yeah, buddy.
It really did.
So, Sean, you also, not to put you in Tom's shadow for any of this stuff, man, because you have well made a name for yourself both in custom motorcycles and in the world of antique and vintage bikes. So this is a big deal for you too. I mean, this is really putting your name on the roster for a leadership position and where all this stuff is going, and that's big shoes to fill at still a pretty young age.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, every day is a blessing that we get to do this stuff. This is like a dream come true for me. So, we joke around about it all the time, Tom and I, but it's not work in any shape or form. I love every second of it, long days, long nights, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I'm just happy to be a part of it. So
I think one of the great things is an event like this will literally go down in the motorcycle history books. You guys are.
And guys, let me just say this, the real deal is I couldn't put this on without Sean. I couldn't have bought competition distributing without Sean. He really is the driving force to everything that we're doing, and talent wise, my God, he has more talent in his little finger than I have in my whole body. I'm riding his coattail at this point in time, but I'm having so much fun with it. And we really, really do enjoy building competition as a team. We're having a blast with it. We really are. And we have really big things happening over there. So I'm 64 years old, and I can't remember a better time in my life, and I mean that. I'm really having a blast. I've turned the other companies over to my sons, and I'm kind of just enjoying myself with the motorcycle stuff.
I feel like this whole, and I'm going to use the word relationship, was really kismet because everything just fell into place so well, and you guys work so well together. And having Kelsey be a part of it and step
more
in,
than
just
more than even just you
the
and
whole
Sean.
team.
Like I put that picture up. Like you really do have a solid team of people behind you. It's a great effort.
Oh yeah, we have an
pretty
excellent
awesome
team. Great team.
Yep.
Again, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. You know, the group that's on our little team over there, and them guys are all so talented. You know, it's such a wonderful group, and you know, Kelsey's so level-headed. So you know, if Sean was to brag, Kelsey would punch him in the mouth. You know?
Yeah, she would for sure.
And I'm not kidding about that. You know, the young man's doing so well, and you know, he's so humble, and she's the same way. So it's a really fun time, man.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, we have to take 1 second here. There's comments flying by like, you know, Big Matt says, how cool, Flatty, knuckle, pan, shovel, limo. So he's talking about your limo in the back. 4 or 5 people talked about the limo. But somebody also brought up the incredible cat tower. Wait, let me get there so you can show everybody around that room a little bit. Because, man, even in your get ready part of the garage, you got a badass set of collection.
Oh, wait, can you see anything here?
Tip it down just a little bit. There you go.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah.
Look at that.
So that's the 40, the 37. This is my new project right here, the 37. We're going to build it around those tanks. You know, I just have stuff everywhere because this is all I do. The limo's, you know, a company thing, and sometimes, you know, I got in the limo. And yeah, this is the 36 PL8. So I'm back here getting ready to pull this motor out for George. Yeah, you know, this is my little work area, and I mock bikes up, and you know, I just kind of
What's the deal with the racetrack?
So you know, we went out to Meekum the one year, and Sean and I got racing on the track, and you know, like the big kid that I am, I had to have it. So stupid money later, here it sits in the clubhouse. But,
I tried telling him not to buy it, but he didn't listen.
Oh yeah, no. You should have known the second he laid eyes on it, he was a goner. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
The minute there was a race.
Look at that.
Look, he's got the Black Hole Museum on there.
We've had some heated races on that thing.
Sean,
mostly though, it's myself against the cats.
Right.
So
on.
Just in case, you're in Steeler country here too. Okay.
Look at that.
buddy.
Right
And you
on.
may have seen me post about this bike right here. It's a great story. Yeah.
No, tell me a story.
Okay, let me go sit back down. Well, that bike was part of our gang from the time that I was 14 years old. You know, that bike was Jimmy Petergall's. He was a very, very close family friend. In fact, my son Victor is named Victor James after Vic and Jimmy Petergall. But those guys have both passed, and their sister had the bike. And I had reached out to her a few months ago and asked about the bike. And you know, she actually gave me the bike. So you know, I'm tweaking on it now. I'm gonna clean it up, and I'm gonna put the Z bars back on it that were on it when Jimmy had it.
Right.
And I'm gonna put it in the museum. You know, but it's a really, it's a very, 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 very meaningful motorcycle too.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Sean, what are you looking?
You know, I think
Oh, go ahead, Mark.
I think one of the coolest things about this is that Sean, at his age, has taken such a big part in the history of all this. So that means he's going to be carrying this on for a long time, hopefully, which I think needs to happen. Keep these younger people involved in what's going on.
Sean doesn't know that he's a younger person, Mark.
No, Sean's an old soul.
Honestly, the amount of shit that this cat does.
I can't hear Mark. I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a little technical difficulty. Sean and Tom can't hear Mark, but Sean, what Mark was saying is he gives you such credit for being a younger person carrying the torch for these old bikes. And it's great because you're just going to inspire other younger people. And we just think you're an old soul. You're a young person.
Yeah, well, you know, we joke about it all the time. It's like, and I know there's other people out there like it too, but, you know, it's always like, hey, I was born in the wrong time. You know, you're just obsessed with certain things. And it's like anything. It's a passion project, and again, I'm extremely lucky to be even able to take part in this stuff because, a lot of younger guys don't even have the opportunity or know how to even get into it. So it's pretty cool because I have a lot of guys, my age and even younger reaching out already, asking me like, hey, what do I do? How do I get into this? And it's like a really cool thing because it's like I can help them and make those connections because what's not understood about the antique world is it's not all unattainable. You just have to know the right people, have the right connections, and you can get into it without having to be, a multimillionaire. So it's definitely a fun thing.
Right on.
I think that's great. I'm so excited for you guys.
I am too.
What are you looking forward to most for the first TransAmerican motorcycle endurance run?
Honestly, the camaraderie with all the guys. When Tom and George kind of took me under their wing and brought me into similar events, I literally met like my best friends on the planet in that one event, and like till this day, they're like family. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most is just getting that feeling back and getting everybody under one flag again and just, going out there and having a great time. So we're really excited about it.
Well, for the guys that do have some experience with these type of events, what kind of details do you have down so far? Do you have like number of stops, the cost of the event, the starting place, the ending place? Do you have anything actually?
Yes. So it's gonna be a challenge. It's not for the faint of heart. I'm going to say that right now. This is a serious deal, and these guys take it extremely seriously. So. The board members that we have appointed, these are real hardcore guys, and they're making that very evident in the rules. I'll tell you that right now. And we're going to be releasing that stuff next week. But this is going to be all 4,000 miles. It's going to be extremely hardcore as far as like, it's not about showboating or anything like that. It's like you got to go out there and you got to make all your miles, and it's you and your machine, and that's it. Like, you can't. You can be resourceful if you break down and you find a weld shop and you can push your bike over to that weld shop and get it worked on or whatever, or mechanic shop, or find somebody to go get you gas. It's not part of the event. You're good, but like you're not going to get the help you did before, and fellow riders can't even help you. So
wow,
it's extremely serious, and they're taking it as such. So it's going to be a challenge. But again, when you make it to the end of the course, and if you make all your miles, it's going to be an accomplishment like no other, because you can literally say, you're one of the most hardcore people on the planet if you make this race. So it's going to be crazy.
Oh, I'm so excited, and I don't even get to do it.
We definitely want to be part of it one way or another, man, and we want to stay in touch with you guys and bring people more information as it comes out. Dave Morrell says Tom and Sean are best. Proud to be a customer. Sean took one of my ratty SOS racers and turned it into a jewel. Everybody, when you guys broke the ground and the news that came along with it and took over competition distributing, everybody has been singing your song of praise ever since. So you're not short of supporters out there for sure.
Yeah,
well, we're very appreciative of that. I tell people all the time, competition is, it combines my two loves, which is business and motorcycles. Other than my children, my family, there's nothing more important in my life, business and motorcycles. I do it every day. So I'm really blessed to have the opportunity to do this every single day. To have Sean on my team and Kevin on my team and Kelsey on my team and my brother George and Brian and I just have a great group surrounding me, and Gary, I'm just blessed.
Right on.
So, good question from Tiger Ward: is the event only for Harleys or any bike that's 100 years old or older?
Any bike. It can be British. It can be any motorcycle. It just has to be 100 years or older.
Excellent. Oh, I'm curious. That's exciting too, because there were so many bikes when we were on the chase that I had never even heard. I had never heard of a Zundap.
You're also allowed to see the LV. You're allowed to see the LV4 in this event. That's the Lawrenceville Henderson.
Yeah, buddy.
There's a good chance you're going to see the LV4 out there, man.
So Tom, how are you gonna participate? Because it's gonna kill you to not be out there. I know that.
No, I'll go out with the guys some mornings. Obviously I can't compete. I'll know where we're headed and all, but it's more important to me to keep this type of event rolling than it is for me to actually be able to be out there competing. Because I would love to be out there. I'd love to go back and redeem myself on a single. I got my ass kicked on the last single, but I'm really in a good place now, and I'm gonna have a good time with it, whether I'm in the event or helping put the event forward and put it on, and so on.
Mark, you had a question?
Oh, I had said that Tom's slowly becoming the godfather of antique motorcycling. It's awesome to see his passion in what he's actually doing with all this.
Mark said that you're slowly becoming the godfather of antique motorcycles, Tom.
Listen, I'm just blessed to be doing what I love every day, and I really am. I'm really fortunate, I'm at a place in life where I can just play with motorcycles every day, and my kids come over, and I just hang out here at the clubhouse. If I'm not here, I'm traveling somewhere in the motorcycle world. So I'm living my best life.
Right on. So we should bring up, you guys have, we pulled up your Instagram for the event. Everybody can stay tuned through that. Heather's going to put the address up for you, and also TransAmerican Motorcycle Endurance Run on Facebook. As soon as we get any news through Cycle Source Magazine, we'll obviously put it up on our
website.
Jesus.
It'll be on the blog. It'll be in the magazine.
Week. It really has. This week has kicked my ass.
I've never picked so much stuff up and put so much stuff down in my life.
But listen, both you gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time with us tonight. And anything that we can do to help support this, get us the information. Let us get it out there to as many people as we can. We wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Thanks
so
guys.
much.
Really appreciate it.
Really appreciate you having us on.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care, guys.
See you guys.
All right, so get out there, check them out. Make sure you stay tuned to the website, so as soon as those guys have their release up, you know what's going on with the TransAmerican Motorcycle Endurance Race.
We have to find a way to be part of it, period.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's super impressive what they're doing.
Yeah. And Tom. I mean, Tom is a showman, man. So it's going to be, it's going to be off the hook. It absolutely
Right.
will. Like I can't even imagine the fringes, the fringe benefits that are going to go along with this, and how cool he's going to make it. Because you hear what he said. He doesn't even worry that much about competing in it as long as he gets to provide that experience. That's you see Tom do that time and time again.
Well, and I think one of the benefits too is both Sean and Kelsey are very detail oriented, and Tom being so passionate about not only holding this event but motorcycles in general and promoting the sport of motorcycling, I don't think they're going to miss one thing.
Yep.
On this, I really don't. I think it's going to be an incredible experience.
And I also believe that not only are they promoting themselves, but they're giving so much back that the promotion's nothing but a benefit for everybody.
Yeah.
They're truly in depth in what they do. Now having competition, it's just amazing how deep involved in that lifestyle they are. It couldn't be in better hands than it is.
Yep. All right, man. Hey, listen, you're watching Shop Talk here on the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Network. Coming to you 50 floors above the street level from our new location in Mitchell, South Dakota on the Clock campus. We're going to take 2 seconds and look at a cool motorcycle. When we come back on the other side, Heather is going to do the news. Or not the news.
I'm going to do the news?
Jesus. Listen, I really can't get it together tonight. This is for me. And this feature bike is for you.
Out of Focus is brought to you by Garage Build. Submit your build, share your passion. Powered by Dennis Kirk.
guys, my name is Lenny Harrington. I'm from New York City, and I built this bike right here. It's called the Bali bike. It's an Indonesian god theme, and it's a compilation of a lot of different artists contributing in the vision of what I was looking for. So you got the engraving work is done by Skull Nation Jewelry. Diwa is the guy's name. This is really his signature style. He does all this engraving by hand with a hammer and actually masonry nails. All the artwork was on these metal parts was done by him. Then the frame itself is an Indian Larry frame. It's a wishbone frame. They make two different types of frames. They have the single down tube and the wishbone style. What I did is I modified the frame. I cut the down tubes off that come with the frame, and I got these twisted up, and replaced those one at a time type of deal. Added some twisted pieces in the back, just to put my flavor on it. Did some modifications for the seat hinge, the down tubes, all these parts and pieces here. You have to add those onto their stock frame yourself. The motor is MotorTech with the manufacturer. His name is Bill. He's out of Germany. Then the pipes, I made the pipes myself, stainless steel, and then I got some help polishing those. Built the kicker, Diwa engraved it, and that design came off the tins. I had the tins painted, both the tank and the fender. Had them painted in Italy by this guy Soul. He's the best of the best. I mean, the guy is super creative. You really, these type of people, artist types like myself, you got to give them a loose direction and just let them loose. Give them the money, give them the space, and don't get in the way. You'll get the outcome that you're looking for. Girl Jess, the paint biz, she painted the frame, and then she put all these like Easter eggs on it that tied into the tins. She really pulled it all together. The front end is Dragon Soul Studios built the front end. This is only the second front end. They put the twisted down tubes on like this. It's just really killer. It's a German guy. He's Alex is his name. He's first class. Then also what I did is this is an Olin shock. I took the spring off of it. So I take it from a shock to a dampener. Made these sleeves for it, and then had them engraved. Then before the front end was made, I shipped this shock over to Germany so that he would make this bracket up and make sure that the geometry was right and it was going to work when it was finished. Modified headlight, made some brackets and all this kind of hardware is new, made the grips, and then, just kind of worked my way right through the whole thing. The brass knickknacks, the foot controls, I made all that. But, I wasn't afraid to reach out for help either. And there's a whole team behind this bike. And I'm super excited to show it off here at the show and to the readers of the magazine. Thanks for the opportunity. Guys, my name is Lenny Harrington. I have the Bali bike here, and I'm from New York. And thanks for watching Grease and Gears TV.
Thing standing between you and the open road is some garage time with the right parts and accessories to make your motorcycle roar. And that's why riders everywhere choose DennisKirk.com, the one stop you need to get your Harley back on the road. Our knowledgeable tech staff will help you navigate our more than 185,000 parts, apparel, and accessories that are ready to ship today, with free shipping on all orders over $89. So tune up your ride and get ready for the next adventure. Ride more, wait less. Dennis Kirk.
It's Jeff Zielinski from NAM's Custom Cycle Products in suburbs of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and you're watching Grease and Gears.
Whether riding takes you from A to B or just lets you escape, there's a flow to the road you share. So go with it. Eyes open, and always have the Law Tigers by your side. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, visit us at lawtigers.com. Law Tigers, America's motorcycle lawyers.
my God, we made it through almost an entire show without me saying anything about Grease and Gears TV.
Ermagerd.
It's ridiculous.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Stop saying that.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Stop.
What the hell?
I like when she tells him stop the second time and the little kid comes back with the vengeance. He's like,
like,
what the hell? All right, man. So you're welcome back to the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. You're tuning in on a rare occasion where we are completely out of sorts.
Oh, dude.
So it's a rare occasion, right?
Wink,
It's a
wink.
thought
nudge,
that
nudge.
counts.
Yeah, it's not. Mark, I'm so happy we figured this out and got you here. We got a little technical difficulty. We got to figure out what button.
We'll
to
fix it
push.
up. We'll fix
There's
it
a
up.
button.
Yeah. I keep looking over at the
Sort
board
of
like,
glad
you
that
son
we're
of a
able
bitch.
able to keep it going after the distance. And we got to figure something out, because if you're like 50 floors above now, I got to be like 33 below or something.
Brian said,
You know?
Brian corrected me today and told me that we're actually only 50 feet above sea level.
Well, speaking of Brian said you got to be really happy right now, because my alter ego, Brian, because I can't smack you in the back of the head when you say something dumb.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's
I
gonna
can
make
hit,
you a little
I can
sad,
hit the
though.
F and mute buttons like nobody's business right here.
Oh,
Son of a biscuit eater.
So yeah, I know. Look, even Robin Higginbottom is calling us out for me saying a rare
now,
occasion.
be nice. We're working on it. I do like. I think maybe next week, maybe we'll be in our permanent studio.
Our big boy studio.
We'll be in our big boy studio next week, I think.
Yep. And you know,
that means we have to move all of this stuff.
if nothing else, you know who's going to be happy that we're there? Rodney will. Rodney's going to be happy.
Oh,
just
hey,
telling you.
Oh, Radar's going to do the Hoka Hay this year.
Yep.
Good for. Well, we wish you the absolute best of luck, Radar. That's a heck of a challenge.
So listen, man, we are running down the barrel of a gun for Smokeout Rally coming up in September 5th through the 8th. You know the deal. It's Smokeout, man. 24 years, going strong, and we're getting ready for it. This year's caveat event is definitely going to be the Garage Builder Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
The bikes these cats are building are absolutely off the hook. The other day we saw what Putt Putt was working on. I showed it to other builders. Like, you guys better get
And they
your
were
shit
like,
together.
Oh shit.
But
Hi, Brandy.
Shelton is not to be outdone.
Have you seen Shelton?
No, I know that look in his eye.
Mm.
Plus, I saw some of his painted parts. So
I'm excited about the whole thing. Just seeing them all come together, and the fact that they were inspired to build something is exciting. I have a bunch of videos from them. I got to start posting.
So lots going on here. One thing I want to remind you guys about as it applies to the Smokeout. Logic Cycles is currently building an incredible custom motorcycle. All of the proceeds for this motorcycle are going to Meals on Wheels, because everybody deserves a full tank. That's part of our Meals on Wheels initiative under the leadership of Ed Kerr from the Hamsters organization, and his year-long efforts for Meals on Wheels to get elderly Americans help with food insecurities. You can see all the great companies underneath there that have signed on and sent parts. Brandon is feverishly working on this motorcycle right now, and Heather is putting a link up so that you guys can go up, put in a bid, grab some tickets. We're going to be giving that thing away at Smokeout, but with any luck, we'll have it available for your viewing pleasure at Sturgis this year.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
That was a lot of stuff.
Dude, we made it through. Did we make it through our first show in the new digs?
We kind of did.
We have events.
Yeah, we do have events.
I think when we go back to Pennsylvania, I'm taking that wand. I'm so disappointed you left it.
Speaking of disappointed, Biker.
ShopTalk Events Calendar is brought to you by the Bikers
Biker.
Info app. The
Biker.
Everything Bikers app. All in one place. Everything you need. And it's free.
Biker.
Look, I don't even have the right thing up.
Not even ready.
There.
Biker. Tunnel to Towers, Poker Run, and Veterans Charity Ride. I can't see it.
Come on, man.
Here, let me open it over here. Jeepers creepers.
July 13th,
Okay, well,
9
you're gonna
a.m. to
have help
11.
me. Okay, at the Mount Holly Moose Lodge.
Gee,
Woohoo!
thanks for
Stubborn
coming.
American. Well, hey,
June 20th to the 23rd.
I can't
Anybody-
see it.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, I don't have my glasses on.
You're so fired, dude.
You promise?
Wow.
Your mom says if she wins a bike, she's
Get me
keeping it.
fired. We have to sell you.
Right. So the Stubborn American ride at the K River Campground, adults only costume contest. Drag race, burnout competition, mini bike races, 50/50s.
I'm not sure
Moto
that I want to
Blot,
see the
June
adults
21st
only.
through the 23rd. Chicago, Illinois.
Nobody wants to see that.
Reverend Horton Heat solo. Messer Chups, The
I
Beat
would-
Creeps, Itchy Bonds, Soap
Itchy
Girls,
Bonds.
plus more. Motoblot.com.
Itchy buns.
Born Free.
That's the same weekend. Why did two
June
great events
22nd,
have to
23rd.
happen at the same
They're
time?
3,000 miles apart.
Can we go to Born Free?
No.
We're closer. We're halfway there.
No, I'm doing the Big Pines run the same time, and you're going to a wedding.
Oh, man.
July 13th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The
We will be
Garage
here,
Build
though.
Bike Show. We will be there.
I'm very much looking forward to being a part of that.
Dennis Kirk Garage Built Bike Show at the Running Aces
Chris
Casino.
will not be in the casino.
No.
He has to stay outside.
Maybe.
No. Mm-mm.
David Crum said, Chris just dooted you, Heather.
Yeah, I know. Dude.
Brandy is going to Motoblot, and apparently so is Dozer.
Somebody needs to write me
Fuel
an
Cleveland,
article. Write me
July
a story.
27th to the 27th and 28th, 2024.
Mikey's going to come on the show on June 30th.
Very
yeah,
cool.
June 30th. We're going to talk about Fuel Cleveland.
Vintage Soul Show, July 27th. I'm really going to try to make it over this. Support our brother Teach. Harley Davidson Homecoming featuring the Red Hot Chili Peppers Jelly Roll and Cypress Hill. I'm giving them equal billing. I've decided it's total bullshit that
Isn't this
Cypress
the
Hill
Beavers too?
is down on the little corner of that poster. So from now on, we're giving you
Isn't
equal
some
billing.
beaver playing?
Yeah, there's some
I'm just curious.
Beaver Zeter.
We need to get a hold of
something.
Cypress Hill and get him on the show.
Right?
Oh.
Nice. That'd
No.
be the ticket right there.
We don't have Cypress Hill money, Mark.
Okay, somebody that's
We
going
don't.
to Blodo.
Blodomont. Wow. And then it all went to shit.
Come off the track.
Steel Pony Cycle Showcase.
Oh.
Big news we put out a little while ago here with our buddy Randy Knowles.
Did you see the building update pictures? It's pretty
No,
rad.
I didn't.
I did.
Would have been nice of you to put those in the
They're
show
on
folder.
social media.
So,
Oh,
Cycle Source
thank-
Magazine 18th Annual Custom Bike Show in Sturgis, Sunday, August 4th, 11 to 4 p.m. at the Iron Horse. You can win a Paco rolling chassis, 30 classes, free to enter. Come check it out. Brandy Dozer saw it.
Okay,
See,
just for the record,
Brandy
Miss-
might need to be our new program director.
Yes, absolutely. Oh no, I wish I could fly, Jeff. I would
Full
love to
Throttle
have jet lag.
Saloons, Old School Chopper Show. Free registration, free entry, free prizes, free giveaways, free.
Monday.
Monday of Sturgis.
Very exciting.
Smoke out.
About what, Monday or Sturgis?
Oh, time out. Wait a minute.
Okay, here we go,
Mr.
Mark.
Olaf.
Hang on. Here we go.
Mr. Olaf, is Rebel Sun playing Smoke Out? I may have to pull your garage builder spot for that question.
Listen, for the record, listen, Linda. We would
Listen, Linda.
love for Rebel Sun to play Smoke Out again.
It's not us.
It's
them. Just for the record. It's not us. It's them.
Okay, moving on. Now that Heather's arguing with the viewers. Born Free, y'all.
Born Free,
Born Free,
October
y'all.
17th through 20th at Yellow Rose Canyon.
All right. Dennis Stauber says, have a great weekend. Choppers rule. Smoke Out rules. Ricky Ricardo, rooms are booked.
Nice.
Right on. All right, so we made it. We made it through
Holy
Hell
hell.
Week. We got the studio set back up again, and other than one small technical issue
Thank
that
you,
we have to
Tiger.
figure out for Mark to be able to talk to the guests,
Mhm.
which we'll work on next time.
If you guys know what button it is, let me know.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Anyway,
there
man.
goes the professionalism.
So listen, Shop Talk here in the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio, not going anywhere, not changing any more than what we normally do. We do feature bikes, interviews,
Did you guys see the new magazine yet?
plenty of jocularity. No, did you put that in the show folder?
No, it's on my desk.
Son of a bitch. Oh, and there's an event that I forgot to do. Can I do this manually? This
You
is
can,
manual event posting. That's not your camera, it's mine. Rally in the Valley. Drag races right down the road from here, June 6th through the 9th. There's free camping, live music, food and beer, biker games.
Oh.
Help me
In
out.
Marion, South Dakota.
There you go.
all
Marion,
sorts of
South
good stuff.
Dakota.
So remember, sharing is caring. If you dig what we're doing, just share it, please.
If you don't, let's never talk about this again.
Oh, so good.
Right on, Nick Hildebrand. Yes, new art for Cycle Source. All right, man. Listen, we're going to wrap it up here before we get in trouble. You know, they only leave the back door open at the Dennis Kirk studio for so long. Before we wear out our welcome, we're going to hit the road. Hope you guys do the same. Get out, do something with your motorcycle. Until we come back next week, same chopper time.
Same shopper channel.
Keep them rolling, Felicia.
I was wondering
I
if
thought
you
he
were
was
still
going to leave
there.
us hanging.